Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about how I made a little over $900 from swing trading stocks. I've been holding this position that we're going to be talking about for 2 days. So in literally 48 hours, I made a little over $920. Now, the thing about that, saying it out loud, I know there's going to be a bunch of beginners watching this video. And I just want to say, I've been doing this full time for over 6 years. If you're just getting started, take a step back, paper trade, learn as much as you can. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you guys want to learn more about trading and how pretty much I find these stocks and my approach, I highly recommend checking out our course. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. It's absolutely fantastic. We got private live streams, we got quizzes, we got lectures, we got a group chat, we got everything if you want to take trading to the next level. It's an 8-week course, and you guys can get 50% off by using code FED, F-E-D, because the Fed, had some very, very exciting news today. So we're doing a massive sale for it. So check it out down below, 50% off, and I'll see you guys in there, and let's dive into this here. So this past day here, we've had a very, very, very good day just in the marketplace. You guys can see our positions. This is in about, not weekly, this is about 10 days of profit, near and around 3,000 there. And that's awesome. So the stock that I want to talk about here is ticker symbol BFH. BFH here is a position that we recently traded, and we're just going to actually go through why we bought it, the approach behind it, and so how you guys can trade. So with BFH here, looking at the daily chart, so for me and my approach, I need indicators, I need trend lines, I need to make sure I understand everything about this stock. So looking at it here, you guys can see that it has heavy support near and around this trend line. It hits it several times, establishing good support there. And so now looking at it, where would you want to buy the stock? Well, it makes sense. You would want to buy it on this trend line. So that's exactly what we did. We established this really, really good trend, as well as looking at the RSI. The RSI it's a technical indicator a lot of traders, hedge funds use. And at the time, it was trading for near and around about a 27, which is a really, really good time to buy it. The last time it was trading for a 27 was back in here, where we had this great move there. Previous to that was back in here, where we had this good move and this good move. And there's a lot of good moves when it's trading for a 27. So that's really good. So now that we understand that here, another indicator I always want to make sure I have up, it's the moving average lines. You guys can see that if we remove this trend line, you guys can see that each and every time it hits these trend lines, it does represent a good opportunity to enter the position. Now, we love the blue and the red. So the red is the 200-day moving average line. The blue is the 90. When the stock is above it, it acts as support. When it's below it, you'll see tendencies of it acting as resistance, where it hits it, and we just have a lot of sell-off. So you guys can see just how hard that resistance is. So you want to make sure if you enter the position that the stock is above the moving average lines. Obviously, another thing I want to mention is I love trends. I want to make sure that the stock does have an upward trend as well. So now that we understand that, so going through the checklist, right? So before you ever place a trade, you want to make sure that the stock you're buying is following that checklist. So stock on an upward trend, check. Support, right? We have support on the day, we have support on the daily because of the moving average lines as well as the trend line. We also have an undervalued RSI. We understand that the earnings isn't coming soon, because for me, I never hold a stock through an earnings report because it's very, very, very risky to do so. So for me, I'm not that type of trader. Now, another thing that I do want to mention here is risk and reward. So if we enter the position here, let's go ahead and draw it out. If we enter the position, now the approach that you need to have is risking $1 to make a minimum of $2. And drawing it out here, you guys can actually see it's about three and a half to 1. So you're risking $1 to make $3.50, which is actually really good. So now, what else do we do? How do we make sure we're getting in on a good time? So I go to a lower time frame really, and I want to see if I can find some sort of trend line. And that's exactly what we did. We got in near and around this 49 area for the breakout of the 90-day moving average line. And the reason I got in there is you guys can see the last time it broke out above that 90-day moving average line, that blue line, it rallied up like crazy. So now sold off, it broke out, and you guys can see even our average cost or our entry price is near and around $49.20, which is really, really nice. So as of right now, we're up about 9%, which is really, really good. So we're keeping our stop loss relatively below these moving average lines, near and around the 51 range. So the thing about swing trading is if you go and you start that checklist, you want to just make sure it's consistent. So if you look at most of the stocks here that I have on my watch list, or that I'm holding, excuse me, you guys will see that they're all very, very similar, right? Sold off down to the 200-day moving average line, undervalued RSI, broke out above these moving average lines on a lower time frame. Same with Nvidia here, very similar situation here. Stock found heavy support, broke out above it, and has now just been consolidating. Now the stop loss for Nvidia here is near and around this 114 range. And the reason why it's there is because that's where that 200-day moving average line is. So if it does break down below that, we'll just hop out of the position. So I'm very, very confident with all these trades. If you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. You guys can use code FED, F-E-D, to get 50% off. And I'll see you guys in there. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.